Hey, 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 what's good, good people? How are you? Hope all is well. If not, sending so much Cancer Mama loving, nurturing love your way. I am here. Happy Mercury Kazemi Day. Happy full moon in Cancer. Post full moon in Cancer, in the energy of the full moon in Cancer. It's my intention for coming on today to share a message, a human design type message, an oracle message for each human design type based on this Cancer full moon. Not only do we have the Cancer full moon, but we have the Mercury Kazemi going on. And what a Kazemi is with any planet is when the planet is in the heart of the sun. So it's getting super illuminated. So my BFF Mercury is getting illuminated by the sun because it's in the heart of the sun. I'm not sure when it goes in the heart of the sun, but I know we're in the energy. So it could be a time where you get some insights or inspiration on your vision, or what you want to do, or anything. So because Mercury, we know, is the planet of data, information, and it's actually currently retrograde right now. So it's I like to think the messenger planet as well. So giving you information. I am definitely heavy Mercury ruled as a Gemini sun in Virgo moon and rising. Mercury is my ruling planet. So I thought it was the perfect time, as the sun is shining on Mercury today, to come and share an oracle message based on your human design type under this Cancer full moon. So I have a couple of cards and I will be pulling for each human design type. But how are you all doing? Are you feeling this full moon full moon hangover? I feel like I have a full moon hangover. Oh my goodness, I had the best sleep, second sleep this morning. I woke up super, super early and just started reading and doing all the things. And then I actually, to go back to sleep, did a past life meditation thingy, and it was really interesting. But I dreamt after that, and after that dream, I woke up to all of these birds. My bedroom, it has a balcony, and in the balcony it's got a little mini forest back there, and so a lot of birds come out and hang out. And birds, to me, as it might be for some of you, are associated with messages. I see birds when there's messages, or feathers when there's different messages coming out. And I woke up to all of these birds, and it happens every once in a blue moon, every once in a full moon, where these birds would just all of these birds just at one time just caw, 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 caw. So that's how I woke up this morning for the second time. And I just really just sat in and just okay, you normally get up early. Now's your time to nurture yourself. Now's the time to take care of yourself. So that's really what this full moon calls. It's also a familiar new moon or full moon, because the moon is mama and it's in its full illumination, and the moon is at home in Cancer, and Cancer also gives off mama vibes. So my dreams had a lot of my family members in it, and just really nurturing myself. I got myself a good cup of tea here. So let's get into it. What other energies is going around this full moon? The Mercury is in opposition to the full moon, so we could get some thoughts or insights to help us feel secure during this time. There's a sextile and trine between the nodes that can give us some information on our purpose. Pluto is conjunct Venus, which is intensity around our relationships, and it's in a T-square with Chiron, which could be bubbling up some triggers around us, triggers around our family, triggers around some different emotions coming up at this time. So that's the kind of the energies that we're dealing with. And as we have this Mercury Kazemi, you might be getting some different insights on um, what you how you want to nurture yourself going forward, how you can reparent yourself going forward, and maybe some insights on what you want to put on your vision board, what you want to take away from your vision board. I heard that in Jessica Liniano's podcast, and I really love that. So I'll be playing around with my vision board today and really thinking about, based on the insights and the bird messages that pop up this morning or today, where it's leading me towards my purpose and my nodes, what I need to release. Thinking because the full moon is about things that you need to release. It's also an invitation to look back at, I believe it was June 28, 2022, when the new moon happened. So look at your new moon intentions. What are coming into full illumination now? I know for me, in my new moon, I am kind of blessed that I have this platform to share some of my insights based on each moon cycle. And Carol and I think, did our first tea and tarot, which was super, super fun. And we talked about the new moon energy. And I also did some affirmations around being the oracle of hope and inspiration. So, with that seed that was planted in June, now it's coming 6-month cycle, full illumination now. I'm showing up and sharing a message and seeing how I want to be that oracle of hope and inspiration. And that's through oracle message and combining oracle messages to human design and other different modalities that I love. So that's why I'm here. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. I need to check one thing, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's ask Spirit. This is just the general energy for all of us. And I'm using my goddess, African goddess tarot deck, and the energy that popped up for us. I'm seeing a lot of oranges and yellows and reds. So that's pulling me to the lower chakras, the root chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra. So really tuning in to those chakras right now. And those are very Cancer, moon, mama vibe chakras. We hold so much energy, so much in our hips and our wombs as women. So, maybe just releasing, setting some intentions around this full moon to release some of that energy, to see what's coming up, what emotions. When you do some womb work, not only are you doing womb work with, your mothers and your feminine line, but you just hold so much emotion. So if you can work to release that, if you're on your cycle around this time, bleeding, just thinking about that release that you want to kind of just release during this time so that you can start a new cycle fresh, right? Because full moons is about releasing. So the card that popped up is truth and Nande truth and truth. And here she's looking at her reflection. She's looking at her reflection right now, and on top you see, again, I'm seeing the root chakra. So maybe she's feeling insecure, maybe feeling like she doesn't have a lot at this time. Really just looking at the resources and energies around her. But if you look and you kind of turn this card reverse, you can see what looked like lack before is so abundant. So what truths do you need to see reflected in yourself right now? There are some beautiful, 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 beautiful energies that are maybe hiding right now, that need to be shown, that want to be called, to be released, to get to the truth. So maybe doing some, what is your values? What is the truth for you? Just reflecting on that right now. What is true for you in this time and place? Really connecting to that energy, really harnessing in that energy, so that once you tap into your truth and see the beauty within yourself, you know that you're able to be abundant. And what showed up on the bottom of the deck was grounding. So grounding in that energy. Right? Grounding in the energy of knowing your truth, knowing how beautiful you are, knowing, where you come from, your roots, your ancestral roots. That's what's red is to me, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you're protected, knowing that you're secure, really being grounded in that. So when the sun does come up over the horizon and you are able to shine, knowing that you're rooted and grounded in your own truth, what happens after that? Level up. We can level up. We got the machete here. We can level up and cut out anything that is not grounded or rooted in our truth, right? When any of those energies come up, we are able to be like Queen Yaya Asawata and level up and cut those out to bring liberation for our communities that we are that we want to fight for right now. In the last new moon in Cancer, it was around the time of Roe versus Wade and all of those energies. And I talked about the women and dealing with your wombs and how much we hold and the emotions down there. So that's just bubbling up again, just like really staying firm and sovereign in yourself, knowing your power. We as women have so much power, intuitive power during our moon cycle. And that's what came up underneath. That's what came up underneath is just the intuition. We hold so much intuition and we pass that on to our lines as well. So those are just some of the goddess energies that they're wanting us to focus on right now. So based on what happened back then in June, what is in full illumination now? Now, once you know your truth, what is coming into full illumination now? Really think on that. Really reflect on that so that I can bring abundance in this next chapter versus lack, and really trying to constantly fight towards going into that next, step on your journey, getting to the top of the mountain. Yes, we still want to get there, but also recognizing the abundance that's around us at this time, right? And then before I get into the oracle message for each human design type, I just want to share a beloved message just to remind us how loved we are. And it's intuition. God finds a way. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer major decisions to you. Let me trust, and you're always guiding me in the right direction. May I always remember that if something is meant to be, it will be. Out of no way, God finds a way. Intuition, God finds a way. Change me to one who can offer major decisions. Believe in you and trust in my intuition to know that you will guide away. There is a Haitian proverb that says, if God sent you, he will pay for your expenses, right? And that's really trusting and leaning into your intuition at this time. Really just trusting and leaning into that strength energy that God will guide you. God will guide you at this time. Really letting you trust in your truth, right? Trust in your own truth at this time. There may be some uncertainty, but it's asking you to trust. And this card came up during the last new moon in Cancer, the Tea and Tarot reading that I did with Carolyn, uncertainty, because there was so much uncertainty in the air with all the new laws that passed. But we trust, right? We trust in our intuition and know that, God and Spirit is providing for us during this time. Sacred self, I know I am loved. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my true worth in every moment. Let me experience that I am. I own myself and will love, draw kindred spirits. So when you truly love yourself, you show others how to show up for you. You show others how to love you. When you're grounded and rooted in your truth and you really know how to love up on yourself, that's when you're able to show others how to love up on you. And don't be afraid to open up to receive divine assistance during this time. Cancer new moon, find balance, rest, take a nap. Nap ministry. Nap is a form of resistance, right? Take that power back, nurture yourself during this time. Nurturing your top during this time. Okay, now let's get into each human design message. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to pull 4 cards for each human design type. And then I am going to read from my self-care essentials book, because again, we're nurturing ourselves during this time. We're giving ourselves self-care during this time. So I'm going to pull a card from my Angel's Guidance deck, and then I'll read the tarot self-care card for that, the card that correlates, okay, for each human design type. So first, I will start, and I've already shuffled and blessed the deck. Thank you, angels, for providing each human design type a message of what they need to know during this Cancer full moon. So we'll start with our trailblazers, our manifestors. You're really here to inform us from your, intuitive urges, from what you're really here to, your powers are, I'm just looking at my notes here, to initiate, to start a movement, to create momentum and direction, right? So to my manifestors, here to start and create momentum for the direction. Your card is Archangel Michael, the world. Job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So the world, Archangel Michael, and the world is like an ending for a new beginning, right? Look at all that you've accomplished. Look at all that you've done on this journey of the Fool, of this journey from taking a leap. You're kind of at the end of it now. Job well done. Archangel Michael is telling you, job well done. Joy, contentment, gratitude, and on the path of enlightenment forward. So let's just read your self-care ways you can nurture yourself during this time in the world. So self-care, we'll read some of the self-care activities, but I'll read their interpretation. The world card drawn shows you that things are falling into place beautifully now. A long journey of time-consuming project is completed. Hooray! You've learned so much along the way. You've come through your trials and tribulations. Now you can turn the page and begin the next chapter of your life. You've reached the place of cultivating knowledge and maturity. Now it's time to share that story of personal growth with others. The world card manifestor, we need you to initiate, right? The world card is a reading that indicates that you should tell the tales of your experience so that others can learn from what you've been through. You're in a place of strength. Listening to your intuition. In a place of strength, my manifestors. You are in a place of strength and self-resilience. After all, you have the power to help others get there too. You're leveling up, right? Leveling up, grounding in your truth. And you have the power to what? Initiate, manifestors, to help get us there. Some self-care activities for their mind is to stop negative self-talk in its tracks. Start accepting compliments from others and yourself. You deserve them. Body. Celebrate joyous messages. So when you get joyous messages, my manifestors, celebrate them. Have a journal where you write all the compliments that you've received from the day. Use those as manifestations to initiate, to help you initiate, right? In spirit, you've worked so hard to cultivate yourself, and it shows. Write an essay about your journey and valuable lessons it's taught you, and submit an online publication or magazine. Share your thoughts with the world, my manifestors. You are here to initiate, to help inform us. We need your information. So what have you learned from your journey of the Fool, now that you're ending it at this world and creating this new world from yourself? We need to hear your story. We need you to start initiating, right? I love that. Beautiful, beautiful message for my manifestors. Okay, for my generators, you are the life force. You're here to respond, to allow opportunities to come to you. Wait until it feels good into your gut. Intuition, right? Your intuition. And then move forward on what lights you up, my generators. And I know this, you are so creative. I know this very well because this is my husband. Do things that light you up, right? Not based on what other people say, not based on what other people want you to do. What feels right for you? What feels aligned for you in your gut? When you trust your intuition, when you're aligned with your truth, right? See your card, and it is the Three of Earth, the power of creativity. Recognize creativity, my generators. You create, right? You create. I love this. The power of creativity, recognized for a very high quality of work, being a team player. Being a team player. But again, what is aligned with you, right? What is aligned for you, my generation? You respond only to what is aligned with you. But you're a team player, recognizing the power of your creativity right now. So the Three of Earth, beautiful, beautiful. See three beautiful butterflies right now just talking to each other, like creating something beautiful. So there might have been a transformation that you're coming out of that's asking you to create based on what feels aligned for you at this time. Okay, let's go to Three of Pentacles and see what that interpretation is. Networking is the name of the game. The Three of Pentacles card comes forward as a sign of success won't be reached alone. If you're already working on a project and part of a team player, the presence of this card signifies that your endeavor is headed towards the right direction, my generators. If you're normally a very independent person, where a lot of you may be, who like to do things alone, especially at work, this card could be advising you to work together with people for once. There's a time for working independence and there's a time for working in a team. This card clearly indicates that it's time for a collaboration. Time for a collaboration. But again, what? Not with any and everybody. What feels good for you? What feels aligned with your gut? Self-care activities for your mind, work on communication skills, attending public speaking seminars, and ways to relate with your coworkers, your body. Treat your complexion with an herbal facial steam. I love that. Team members will say you're positive and glowing, and be ready to tell them your secret. I love that. Keep a solid selenite crystal at your desk. Oh, I do this. To promote a peaceful environment full of open and clear communication. I love that for you, my generators. You're here to create. So work with others. See who's aligned with you. Who do you want to partner with so that you can create this lovely partnership? Because this energy of the Cancer full moon, it's really asking you to align with other people and partner with other people. So I love that. Okay, can we all see this? I'll put these right here. My next is my manifesting generators, my fellow manifesting generators. And we are here to do the things, to explore, to tap into all of these things, get the messages, and really put out some of those things, right? Yay, I'm so happy. I hope it resonated. I'm so happy you joined right on time for your message. My manifesting generators. Okay, my multi-passionate. Let's see what our message is under this Cancer full moon. Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matter. Praise God. Wanting to do something more challenging in a new area of study. Ooh, manifesting generators, we out and about. We always tapping into the next thing, learning the next thing. So this energy under the Cancer full moon with the Page of Earth, which is the Page of Pentacles, is really saying be patient, but dependable. We're getting some new insights. Again, we're under this Mercury Cazimi. Some good news about our financial endeavors, wanting to do something different and challenging in a new area of study. So maybe what you're doing right now, all of the seeds and all of the different tasks that you're planning, maybe they're starting to come into fruition right now. You're starting a new journey on it. But Spirit's really saying be patient right now. Good news is coming to you, based on all of your work, wanting to do something different and challenging in a new area. Explore that. Tap into that new page energy and explore some of that now. Symbolizes a person who is eager to capitalize on their talents, full of fresh, innovative energy. is a visionary. When this card comes up, it could be a sign that you're full of intimate potential waiting to be explored. So get into it. Sometimes the Page of Pentacle cards also indicates a new lucrative financial opportunity is on the horizon. You have been offered a promotion or a new job, maybe debating the pros and cons of an investment or opportunity. The Page of Pentacles is a positive sign. So if you have been thinking about investment, feeling like go ahead, go tap into that, explore that right now. Again, based on if you are making a big decision, again, we're talking about human design, look to your inner authority. What does your inner authority say? I know for me, I have an emotional wave. And so I need to let the emotional waves wive. Like I may be really, really excited and want to hop on it right now, but I need to pause and really maybe sleep on it for a day and say, okay, when my emotions are leveled out, do I really want to invest, right? So self-care, and that's for me, for emotional authority. If you have a splenic authority, you might know right away. If you have a sacral authority, you might feel it and you got like, this feels aligned for me. This is what I want to do, right? So for my manifesting generator, some self-care activities as we are tapping into these new financial opportunities, this new journey, things to keep in mind, to keep a positive vibe, taking yourself on a date. I love taking myself on a date. Is there a new film that you're interested in? Go solo. It was so hard for me to go on solo dates, but I love them now. For your body, create a comfortable meditation using plush, supportive cushions and soft lighting. For your spirit, release your inner visionary. Meditate with crystals to help you dig deeper, to find your hidden truths within yourself. And we talked about that earlier in the reading for the collective. So I love that for us manifesting generator. It looks like we got some opportunities and money coming in. So I love that for us. Okay. And next we have my projectors. My projectors, beautiful projectors. You are here to guide us, to be the focus, to upgrade, to improve the systems that we kind of have going on. For what the generator kind of started, what the manifestor initiated, what the manifesting generator is kind of doing. You're here to now help us improve the system. Okay, so let's see what your card is. And it is the 3 of air. Wow, interesting. So we have a lot of threes today. And 3 and 4 also popped up in this card as well as on the bottom of the deck in grounding. So we have a lot of 3 energies. We have 39, 3, and 34 energies. So lots of 3 energies. And 3 energy is about creating. Interesting. Okay, so for my projectors, 3 of air, great sadness, take time to heal, need to forgive yourself and others. 3 of swords. So 3 of swords is kind of pain, heartache. So for my projectors, I'm feeling like there's some type of sadness, something, the full moon brings up big emotions for us during this time. So there might be something that you're dealing with, maybe in your family line, with your mother, with your heart right now. Take time to heal. There might be great sadness around. Forgive yourself. Where do you need to reparent yourself at this time? Okay, my cat. Hey, baby. Always comes around when pulling cards, but and she might feel some of this energy, like you need some love. I feel the pain, I feel the heartache, my projector. So sending some extra love to you during this time of sadness. Okay, so let's get into your self-care card, because I think you really need it. The 3 of Swords is a pretty intense. It has a deeply hurt feelings, has broken up with somebody, broken your heart, whatever's going on in your life. Identify the emotional pain. The silver lining is the pain is temporary. Transitional period for you. Everyone experiences rough times in their lives, and these situations usually lead to great personal growth. Remember that this heartache won't last forever. The sun will come out again. And again, we saw that earlier. We saw that in the grounding, right? So once you ground in your truth, and you are able to level up, the sun will rise again, my projectors. The sun will rise again. The sun will rise again. So some self-care activities you can explore during this Cancer full moon. Nurture yourself with during this Cancer full moon, my projectors. For your mind, cancel plans with anyone. Have alone time. Recharge your battery. For your body, soak up in the sun. Use it as a mood booster. Go to the beach. Walk outside. For your spirit, browse through books online, at a library, at a bookstore, with a cover drawn to you, no matter what time it is. The distractions from a tough situation can be a quite mood lifter. Yeah, like get out, explore, maybe even just connect with yourself, yourself, and yourself right now, projectors. Sending extra love to you during this time. Okay, last but not least, my reflectors. Okay, my reflectors got 5 of air. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. That is so interesting card for my reflectors, because what are you here to do, reflectors? Let's just recap again. My reflectors, one of my favorite signs, you're here to be a mirror, to reveal, to reflect what the collective knows, right? So projectors kind of improve the systems. Reflectors say, okay, now that you've improved the systems, let me really tell you how it is. Let me really reflect and tell you how it is. Your strategy is to wait for a lunar cycle, to find your own cycle. So after all of this energy, I'm sure you're feeling this energy really, 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 really strongly right now, my reflectors. And there might be some insights, some downloads of what's coming up and what's bubbling up to the surface for you right now. There might be a choice that you have to weigh. Learn from the situation. Learn from all of these emotions that are coming up. Review everybody's motive and decide what you want to do from there, right? When thinking about their strategy, my reflectors are invited to wait a lunar cycle when making major decisions, right? So this full moon might be helping you make a decision on based on what's maybe come up since the last new moon, or during the last new moon in Cancer. So let me read this 5 of air for my reflectors. Okay. This represents conflict and change in some way. In a particular card, boosts a prideful, intense energy of the sword suit. The 5 of Swords speaks really to aggressive battles, those fighting battles with your teeth and nail. You've adopted a kind of mentality, and it could be a sign of time for self-reflection. So have you been in some type of battle, my reflectors, really battling with something? And I don't get it that it's someone. I feel like it's an emotion, or something, or like a feeling, or I don't really feel like it's someone, but really battling, like maybe an inner battle with your own truths, or some different truths that are coming up right now. If you don't rein in your pride and recognize when compromise is called for, the loser could be you. Isn't interesting? If you don't rein in your pride and recognize and compromise is called for, the loser can be you. Interesting. Okay, so the self-care activity for my reflectors and the 5 of air is to organize your thoughts by doing a bullet journal. For your body, take a big deep breath and exhale slowly. Some breath works, some releasing and some breath works maybe at this time. For my reflectors, ask spirit for help when you need it. Be sure to pay it forward by helping someone out when you're able to. So it is saying review everybody's motives, and my reflectors, you're here to reflect out, right? To kind of share based on what you've taken in during each lunar cycle. If it feels aligned for you, no pressure at all. You'll know the way of how to show up. But interesting. Interesting. So yeah, that's what I have for each human design type. We have my manifestors, the world, job well done, the three of earth for my my generators, and for my manifesting generators, the page of earth, good news about financial matters. My projectors, the three of swords, so some heartache, going through some heartache and really healing from that. Five of air, some choices and some battles you've overcome, and really reflecting on that for my reflectors. And the bottom of the deck, we have the wheel. So the wheels are turning. This Cancer new moon and this Cancer full moon, this Cancer full moon is really turning a wheel for all of us. And Archangel Michael is saying it's time for positive change. A situation sudden moves forward. Fortune is on our side. Fortune is on our side. So once we get to the truth that are maybe hidden in our subconscious, once we get secure in that and level up, doing some of that lower chakra work, right? Working with our wounds, working with some of the emotions that are in our womb, we trust and we know that if God sends for you, he will pay for your expenses. That Haitian Proverbs, right? Know that God will find a way, and calling us to level up by cutting out what doesn't serve us at this time. We're releasing what doesn't serve us at this time, right? We're cutting out what doesn't serve us at this time. So that's all I have for you all today. I hope this was helpful. I know it was a long one. But yeah, I feel like there is just some root chakra security kind of energy going on, and just remembering who we are, what brings us pleasure, and how in reflecting, because Mercury is in retrograde right now during this Mercury Kazemi, so really reflecting on some of the messages that are coming out with us. Use those as an opportunity to ground. Use those as roots to ground in, so that you can be secure and stable and strong in this time, so that you are able to get that machete out and level up, right? But nurturing yourself all along the way. I shared some of the self-care tarot messages to help nurture yourself, give invitations to nurture yourself. Some of us are taking dates. Some of us are collaborating with other people. Some of us are in isolation right now. So really, what is your way of nurturing yourself during this time? I hope that you find it, and I hope that this was helpful for you. Your Zen Wellness Mama under this Cancer new moon, showing up, giving some hopefully good information. If you like it, share it with somebody that it might be helpful for. And I'm looking forward to doing more of these in the future. I really want to do like a deep dive on my YouTube channel for like a year overview oracle message for each human design type. So look out for that in the future. And sending you all so much love. Look out for messages today under this Mercury Kazemi, and make sure to nurture yourself under this Cancer full moon energy. Sending so much love. Chat with y'all later.